Good morning.
Morning.
Even if it's 17 minutes past 6 in the afternoon where you are right now, it's still good. It's always morning here when we start this. And we've got full bellies because we've just had the most delicious fry-up breakfast.
It's like trying to cook a breakfast in a dinghy.
You can tell he used to work in the Navy. His skills are just so finely tuned. It's a well-equipped galley, don't get me wrong. It's very good. But,
a lot smaller than Silver Fox.
I don't know how you did it. And before you start on, where's the black pudding and where's this?
We eat what we like.
Whoa. I actually feel a bit better now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's always one or two that complain.
One or two?
It's not a real breakfast unless you've got this or...
The last time we had to delete the post.
It's true. It's true.
God.
Anyway, we can get away with it.
Why?
Because we're an award-winning YouTube channel.
What award?
Does awards from my mum count? I got a very special boy award from my mum.
It had 2 stars on it.
It did.
Gold stars.
2. Anyway, the last time you saw us, we'd just come down the Falkirk Wheel. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Love it. Loved it.
Amazeballs. If you haven't seen that, there's a link somewhere, so go back and watch that. We're a couple of miles further down the new canal, and we're at Bonnybridge. That sounds so Scottish, doesn't it? Bonnybridge.
Bonnybridge.
And there's the bridge behind us.
We've got to wait for the men.
It's not a bonny one, but there it is. We're on a new canal. We're on the Forth and Clyde Canal. It was built in 1790, and it links, a bit like the Caledonian Canal further north, it links the east and the west coast of Scotland.
Yeah.
So it starts at the Firth of Forth. You've got to be careful how you say that.
You have.
Which is just north of Edinburgh. And then it goes about 30 odd mile towards Glasgow, where it comes out at the Clyde.
It's all 4ths and 1sts and 5ths.
It is. Are we doing the 5th today, are we? First thing we noticed when we came on it is it's a lot wider and deeper than the Union Canal.
A lot. Oh yeah, it is a lot.
And we're going to, over the next couple of weeks, go between here, down towards Glasgow, hopefully uncovering a bit of history, some quirky little stories, and loads of that lovely Scottish scenery, which is beautiful. As Sean alluded to, that's a word of the day, that.
Alluded?
If we had a word of the day chart, that would be the word of the day.
What have I alluded to?
Sean alluded earlier that we're waiting for the team from Scottish Canals to come and help us.
Yes.
Because we've got 4 locks, 4 candles.
4 candles.
Do you remember 4 candles?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
O's.
Got the O's.
There's peas. Pumps. Sorry, digressing.
Yeah.
4 locks and I think 3 or 4 lift bridges. Now, here on the Scottish Canals, the staff do all the work for you.
It's easy.
It really is. We could get used to this when we get back.
Yeah.
We'll be sat in a canal back in England waiting for them, won't we?
Where's the lockkeeper?
Now, it's supposed to be at 11 o'clock and it's only about 10:30, so we're going to go in and have another cup of coffee. See the ever reversing trucks followed us again?
It always seems to be there.
And we'll get ourselves off. Not like that. Bonnybridge lift bridge, superb, lovely shiny hydraulic poles as well. It must take them hours. There must be a man who comes and polishes that to keep it that clean. I could get used to these lift bridges, especially when they're controlled by somebody else.
Yeah.
And I only have to get off the boat to do the filming. It hasn't always been a lift bridge. When the canal was closed back in the 1960s, they actually built through the canal and closed the canal, cut it off. And the water was just going through a little pipe, a culvert underneath the road. But when they redid it, they built that lift bridge so that boats and traffic can both use it at the same time. Well, not obviously at the same time, you know what I mean. But that wasn't always the original crossing. Back in the olden days of Bonnybridge, the road actually went under the canal, about 30 or 40 metres back from where the bridge is now.
Where we were moored.
Exactly where we were moored. It was right underneath, and you can't really see it from the canal. You have to get off and have a little wander around. And it's like something from the days of Jack the Ripper when you go down there.
It is.
Because you can see all the original cobbles from the original road. And it's now like an overflow, a stream runs through it now, but they've raised the footpath so you can still walk under it if you wanted to. Just approaching the first of 4 locks that we're going to do today. 4 locks, it's like 4 candles.
We've done that.
We've done that, haven't we? The locks on the Forth and Clyde, on all the Scottish canals, are a little bit different to the English canals. The locks are the same to look at, but it's how you operate them that's a little bit different. The Scottish ones have got metal risers, big steel poles. Do you remember Limehouse Lock off the Thames?
Yes.
Very similar to that. And as we come in, somebody at the bow and stern throws the rope around the riser and we hold the boat while the Scottish Canal staff operate the lock. And that's what they're going to do on these 4 locks. It's going to take us up to the summit of the canal. From there, either side, it's all the way down. Here to meet us at Underwood Lock are Crawford and his mate Alistair, who's also known as Alimac. They work with the Go Forth and Clyde charity, helping boaters to navigate the locks here and giving out plenty of useful advice, including some lessons for me on local pronunciations. And boy, do I need that. It's locks 18 and 19, Castle Cary locks, just going up to lock 20. In front of us is the M80, used to be the A80. Years ago, it's a really old road, and then in the 1960s they wanted to turn it into a dual carriageway. And because the canal was kind of dying at the time, they did what they did at Bonnybridge, and it would have cost £160,000 at the time to build a bridge for the canal. But they thought, no, we'll just fill it in and build over it. Even though weirdly they built enough of a tunnel for the towpath, weirdly, but just not for boats. Anyway, so the water could get through, they built a couple of deep culverts, really down deep, so the water could get under the road. But you couldn't have got a boat through there, not unless you had some sort of...
Not unless you ducked.
Had like a debigulator.
A debigulator?
To make your boat smaller. And even then you'd have to really slather it in Vaseline just to squeeze it through the little tubes. And they didn't want to do that, so boats couldn't get through anymore. And it wasn't until recently when they opened the whole canal that they actually redid it and actually put a bridge in like they should have done in the first place.
Yes.
And I bet it cost them more than 160,000. That's the last of the locks for today anyway. Lock 20 is Windford Lock, spelt with a Y, like Y-fronts. We've got to say thank you to the volunteers. It's a bit weird up here because it's staff from Scottish Canals that operate the lift bridges for us, but the locks are operated by volunteers, like the CRT volunteers who do such a great job on the English canals. So we're now on the summit of the Forth and Clyde. We're 155 feet above sea level. 20 locks down behind us will take us back down to the Firth of Forth, or 5th, or 6th. 19 locks ahead of us will take us down to the Firth of Clyde. I don't know, 5th and 6th and 7th, I don't know. But we're not going to go down them, we're going to do a left turn next time and go down in towards Glasgow instead, I think. Back out into the open countryside, which is lovely, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
And I'm glad we avoided mid-season because I'd have been like that all the time.
Well, you're like that anyway because you're crazy.
Oh, I don't like crazy. This is Dullatur Bog, and it proved really tricky when the canal builders were trying to cut the canal through here because it's huge. It's about a mile long is the bog. On our port side, the land goes upwards and there's a railway line at the top. If you go on our starboard side, there's an embankment and then a drop into the fields off to the right hand side. And every time they tried putting the embankment and the towpath in, it just crumbled away into the bog.
It sank.
And when they tried to cut the canal out, it just crumbled back away again.
It sank.
So what were they going to do? Well, they ended up having to go the extra mile and sink a really deep embankment and then put the towpath on top of it, and it managed to hold. But then they couldn't cut a channel. So what they did is they just left the water to fill in the space, which is why it's a little bit wider. It goes out further at that side. It's more of a natural canal on this side than it is on this side. So if you look on our port side, it's all a little bit, I don't know, rough and uneven.
Higgledy-piggledy.
A bit like me really, isn't it? Rough and uneven.
Yeah.
Alright. One of the things that people always enjoy correcting me on is pronunciation. There's a lot of words I have trouble saying. Most of them are quite rude, so I can't say them on here. But another one's brewery.
Brewery?
Yeah, brokerages. That was one that I've had to perfect. And now we're in Scotland, I'm in all sorts of trouble. So behind us, where the marina was Achinstarry Marina, moorings, and we're just coming up to Twechar Bridge. I'm sure that's right. Back in 1962, they built a brand spanking new lifting bridge here at Twechar. It was the dog's doodads, I tell you.
Doodads?
It was shiny and metal and sparkly and had all sorts of posh twin spindly things on it.
Spindlies?
The villagers loved it. They had t-shirts printed, tea towels. They built a little guest booth.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Gift shop kind of thing. And this is an example of my kind of look, where you spend all that money on something nice, and then, come on, like my kind of look. Oh. No, it's worse than that. Oh, there we go. So they spent all this money on this lovely new lifting bridge, and then 3 months later they shut the canal.
Oops.
Of course, that's not the original brand spanking new sparkly bridge with all the dog's doodads on it, because once they actually opened the canal again about 20 years ago, it had already fallen into rack and ruin, so they had to build another one. Right underneath us,
the engine bay,
is a road, and it's near Gary's gutter and window cleaning services company. It's alright, is our Gary? 2 hours. special. But that's not the special thing. The special thing is the road that goes under the canal, because it's a bit of an aqueduct, is this, but the road is thought to be the lowest headroom road in the whole of Britain. That is low, isn't it?
That size of me, man.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
She'd get through it. There you go. They don't seem, you don't seem impressed by it. I enjoy bringing you these facts with a bit of humour, or shafts of wit, as Ken Dodd used to call them. But I'm sure this one, yeah, you know who I'm talking about, the one that's picking your ear with a pencil and then chews it after.
Oh!
No, there's always one who knows that. Oh, I know one that's 1 inch 3 or something. Well, if you do, drop it in the comments, and we'll have a lowest headroom competition. It is 1 inch. Behind us is Luggie Aqueduct. Funny name, isn't it? Luggie, named after a river. And it was built when the canal was built. But when the railway arrived in 1848, they were a bit naughty. They nicked the aqueduct.
How can you nick an aqueduct?
They nicked the aqueducts. They literally built another level halfway down the aqueduct for the railway line to go over.
Wow.
So the canal went over the railway, which went over the river. That's a bit rude, isn't it? And there is I found a photograph in the archive, and it actually looks quite cool when you see the train going under the canal and going over the river. It does look quite cool, as rude as it was. The railway's long since gone though, and it's a footpath now, and you can see like train tracks that they've, I don't know whether they've drawn it on with crayons or what. But have a walk through, it's really cool.
We're on a wibbly wobbly pontoon.
Where?
I've no idea.
It sounds like It does. It does. It's Kirkintilloch.
You can't say.
Can I not?
No.
It sounds like that anyway. We're in Kirkintilloch. And look at the lovely church. You can right imagine Pat and Eileen from our narrowboat vest having a walk round that.
Our narrowboat vest?
Yeah.
What?
Having a walk round that with his camera, can't you? Saying, "Oh, look at the glass." So we've gone from West Lothian through Falkirk down Bonnybridge, and we're now in East Dunbartonshire. We're only about 7 miles away from Glasgow, which is where the sun's coming from.
Brightness.
It is. That's how sunny it's going to be in Glasgow. It's not. By the time we get there, it's not.
It'll be raining.
I promise you it won't be. But we're going to do that next time. We're going to stay here for today and have a little rest, because it's been chilly. It looks warm, doesn't it?
But it ain't.
I've got 1, 2, 3, a couple more layers down there somewhere. Oh, the smell. I thought it were you. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have and you're not already, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and hit the notification bell. YouTube will let you know every time we release a new episode. Support the channel. There's some links down in the video's description to join us on Patreon or become a YouTube member. Next time we're going to head into Glasgow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to that or not.
Oh, I am.
Apparently there is. We're going to.
There's a football match on.
I've always called it Patrick Thistle, but it's Partick Thistle. So, but we're going to Patrick Thistle's home ground when there's a football match on, which is going to be fun. Whether it'll be a good time for us, I don't know. It's going to make good vlog fodder, isn't it? Whatever it is. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Ta-da.
Hydraulic. Oh,
I think he'll do that again.
it's all that caffeine. Oh, buzzing me off.
Can't say that.
I'm lost.
It's babbling.
Now there's a lot like Zha Zha Gabor. Shall I do it in the style of Zha Zha Gabor?
No.
I could see myself hanging by me one of them, can you? Giving me a huge wedgie. Whoa, falling over. Oh, still doing it. This is Dullatur. Dullatur, is it any relation to Pat Benatar? I don't like that one, so I'm going to do it again. That sound you just heard, it's the sound of Sean's about to open his bowels.
No!
No. That was the laughed. Oh, he did laugh. He did laugh. You should have seen him. That was the last staff-operated lift bridge. It's taken me 4 times to say that.
And it was a swing bridge.
And it were a swing bridge. I've put myself off now.